All right, so we're approaching the first set of tunnels on the Hoover Dam Trail. And it's kind of cool because it's like a double tunnel right back to back. Oh, that's right, it's 3, but we can't see the third one from, you won't see the third one in this videotape. Yeah, you're seeing the exit of the second one. So this was the old railroad bed that the train they had for constructing the Hoover Dam used. Oh, sorry, there's Lake Mead. And here's the former rail bed, now bike and walk path that takes you from some parking lot, we'll call it. I think it's the visitor center, the Lake Mead Hoover Dam Visitor Center. It takes you on this trail on the old historic railroad bed through some pretty beautiful country. Great rock formations. Lots of different colors, it's so beautiful. It takes you right to the Hoover Dam. And you can go, you get off the end of this trail in the parking garage, you go down it, and then you're right there on the top of the Hoover Dam.
Time, 30 minutes. Distance, 1.33 miles. Average pace, 22 minutes, 25 seconds per mile.
Clarinda waving her hands. Do it again! See how tiny she is? She's so far away. Nice jump! But it's a pretty cool path. It's a really nice trail. We almost killed ourselves on this trail when we first moved here, which was in July a few years ago. And the funny thing is that we got in the predicament that we did because we didn't know. There was no kind of warning saying, not to do this trail between June and August because of the high heat, And now, when we got here today, on the trail entrance, it was great because there was this little sign, big giant sign with the little warning that says, "Don't do this trail between June and August because heat kills." So. Apparently word of our situation got out, or obviously other people's situation as well, because it was quite a beast, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we took a little offshoot trail and now we're really high elevated above the standard trail, and there's a cyclist coming. I just wanted to show you what he looks like down there. So there you go, you see the little guy there? Then I'll zoom you back out, maybe. So we're quite a bit higher now. And looks like he's slowed down a little bit. He's kind of struggling maybe because it's a pretty good trail. And then here's Clarinda over here in this great looking boulder. Kind of hanging. Maybe it's gonna fall on the cyclist. Maybe it's gonna fall on the cyclist. Ooh, he slowed down again. Maybe he heard me. Anyway, this is kind of a nice trail up on the top. It's really like a little secret. It looks like it has kind of been taken out of service, but there's still benches up here, and it's actually got a little pavement on it. Partial trail, partial pavement trail. So it's quite nice. I'll check back in a minute. No. Okay, so we followed the little aerial trail. You're making faces. We followed the little aerial trail that was the offshoot that we went up, and then we were in that overpass, and it brings us down to. It just wraps us around this mountain. Well, which doesn't look nearly as big as it is to walk around, but it's pretty good sized. But it brings us back to this parking lot where Clarinda, me, and George got picked up for our kayaking trip, which you may or may not have seen the post yet, or we may or may not have made the post yet. Because we're kind of lazy when it comes to stuff like that. We fall behind. But anyway, so we're right here now. You're right on the highway that takes you just, shoot down this way real quick, and you're right at the Hoover Dam when you're in your car. So We'll check back in a bit. Okay, so we came around from the parking lot, and apparently you can't get through, so we had to kind of billy goat our way up over around this backside, and here comes Clorinda now, finishing off the billy goat portion of our trip. Off-trail excitement, and so now this brings us, we've cut across the back of the hotel here. See, there's the Hoover Dam Lodge, and we cut across the back of it, and so now we're reconnecting with that upper trail that puts us further above where the standard trail we started on. So now we've still got to make our way back down to that, but I just wanted to show you the offshoot that we take from the tunnel trail. It's right up here, so we come around this way to get up to the top here, and you can see it. The trail goes along this way right here, and then down. Don't want to trip on that bush. And then down over here, down at this incline like this. Okay, and then you can just barely see it right past that rock. That's where it connects right back up with the tunnel trail that goes further along Lake Mead and connects you up to Hoover Dam. All right, so without any other interesting thing that we're not expecting happening, this will be the last segment of the video. So again, this is Jeff with Turtle Vita. Here's Clorinda taking some pictures, signing off for our weekend trail trip here. Thanks.
Hi, this is Clorinda. I wasn't going to do that.
We had a big debate about this.
We did, that's true. We just finished walking part of the tunnel route to the Hoover Dam. That used to be the old railroad route, and I know Jeff already talked a little bit about this, and we did a little off-roading.
Time, 1 hour, 35
Pause.
minutes. Distance, 4.3
Yada, yada, yada.
8 miles. Average pace, 21 minutes, 41 seconds per mile.
Come on. And action.
We did all this off-road and discovered new trails, but we just wanted to point out how crazy it was that parking lot right down there is where we decided to stay in Vegas. The first time we did this trail, it was 112 degrees, super hot, and we biked it and not instead of a leisurely walk. And by the time we got back down there, we were exhausted. And now, 4 years later, we're still here in Vegas.
And loving it. All right, so that was Clorinda, and this is Jeff, and now this time, for sure, is the last segment. Signing off for Turtle Vita. Thanks, guys. Bye.